While cooking, the woman suddenly noticed that the fresh eggs she had just bought were as light as feathers. She squeezed one, only to find it hollow. Incredibly, she picked up the remaining eggs and crushed them one by one, only to find that all the expensive eggs were empty shells. The woman was stunned, but the strange occurrences didn't stop there. The next day, while doing housework, the wall behind her suddenly moved rapidly towards her. Soon, she was squeezed in the middle, unable to breathe. Just as she was about to suffocate, the wall suddenly returned to its original position, as if nothing had happened. At first, the woman thought she was hallucinating, but when she continued cleaning the windows, she saw the marks from where she had been squeezed. She realized then that it was real, and she remembered a strange incident that happened when she first moved in. The community had thrown a party to welcome her and her husband, but while everyone was enjoying themselves, a woman named Martha suddenly stood up and, looking dazed, said they shouldn't be there. After hearing Martha's words, everyone was stunned. This community was the happiest place in the world. The men living there were all handsome and successful, and the women were beautiful and charming. Their daily necessities and food were provided by the community. In addition, each couple received a large villa for free. Every morning, the men, dressed in suits, would say goodbye to their wives and drive off to work in the desert in the luxury cars provided by the community. The women, meanwhile, would stay home, manage household chores, and spend their leisure time drinking tea and chatting with friends, shopping for luxury goods, and enjoying a life of luxury. In this community, the women's most important tasks were maintaining their figures, taking care of their families, and pleasing their husbands. Therefore, whenever their husbands left for work, the women would go to the gym to learn from the community administrator's wife how to sculpt a perfect figure. But Martha was an exception. Not only did she not go to class, but she also took her son alone into the desert. However, as they walked, her son mysteriously disappeared. When the security guard found her, she was all alone in the vast desert. Since then, Martha has gone insane. Whenever she sees someone, she becomes agitated, claiming that everything in the community is fake and urging residents to leave immediately. However, no one takes her words to heart, and some even gossip that she's gone mad. At first, the woman also thought Martha was just having a mental breakdown, but after a series of strange events happened to her, she realized that what Martha said might actually be true. So, to find out for herself, she secretly boarded a bus heading to the desert, without telling her husband or friends. Because the desert was a restricted area, only men were allowed to enter, so before reaching the final stop, the passengers all got off the bus, leaving only the woman and the driver. But as she ventured deeper into the desert, a roar suddenly came from the sky, and then a helicopter billowing black smoke appeared before her. A moment later, the helicopter crashed into a mountain. Witnessing this terrifying scene, the woman was anxious and asked the driver to go with her to rescue the people. However, the driver coldly refused and warned her not to meddle. Helpless, the woman had no choice but to get out of the car and hurriedly run in the direction of the plane crash, completely ignoring the warning signs on the roadside. She walked for a long time but couldn't find any trace of the crash site. Just as she was wondering what was going on, a circular building suddenly appeared behind her. Without thinking much, the woman decided to find someone to help her. However, when she reached the end of the road, she discovered a terrifying secret.